Kündigungsfrist. Kündigung means notice and Frist means period. So what we are talking about here is the notice period in work contracts in Germany. Let me quickly explain typical notice periods in German work contracts. In general, employees in Germany can usually terminate their work contract with a notice period of 4 weeks to the end of the month or the 15th of the month, unless it's specified differently in your work contract. So in many cases, the work contracts specify a longer notice period of 3 months, or in some cases even 6 months or longer. This usually depends on your level of responsibility, the length of your employment within the company, and also the general company policy. So do take a close look at your work contract if you want to find out your notice period. If you cannot find any information on this in your work contract, then the general notice period of 4 weeks is applicable. If you decide to terminate your work contract, then you have to write a written notification to your employer and inform them about this. You don't have to provide a reason for terminating your work contract. This is different if your employer decides to terminate your work contract. They always have to provide a valid reason for terminating the work contract. The only exception we have here is the probationary period. So be careful when you take up a new job. There usually is a probationary period of 6 months. That's very common here in Germany. And within these 6 months, your employer can easily terminate your work contract with a notice period of only 2 weeks. It's the same for you, by the way. In the probationary period, you also only have a notice period of 2 weeks. In the probationary period, your employer does not have to provide any reasons for terminating your work contract. So this is something that changes after the 6 months. If you want to learn more about work contracts in general, do take a look at the video, which I'm going to link for you up here, where I have explained the most important facts to look out for in German work contracts. If your work contract is terminated after your probationary period, it's highly recommendable to always consult an employment lawyer here in Germany before signing anything, because in this case you will definitely have to sign a confirmation with your employer, and sometimes the employer and the employee agree on a kind of compensation. So this really depends on the individual setup of your employment, and I would always recommend reaching out to a specialized lawyer if you are in this situation.